Hello and welcome you guys to a new video. Today it's just gonna be me talking through all the experiences I had while I was in Bali, and I just thought about I should have asked you guys if you have any questions, but I'm just gonna do another Q&A, a Bali Q&A. So in case you have any questions about Bali at all, please let me know down below in the comments and I'm gonna answer them in a future video. But today, I got a couple of questions already, so I'm just gonna see if I remember them. But the first one was actually how much we spent there, or how cheap or how expensive Bali actually is. And as in pretty much every destination you travel to, you can live super cheap, but you can also live expensive. So Bali is no exception here. But in general, it's much cheaper than Europe, for example. I live in Germany, in Berlin, which is not the cheapest one, but it's also by far not the most expensive city you can live in. So it was for sure less expensive than Berlin. I think I spent around 700 euros in Bali for 1 month, and that's way less than I would spend here in Germany, because only my rent here, this apartment for one single room, is already 850 euro. So I was way below that without the flight. The flight cost 500 euros back and forth. And then while I was there, I spent around, I don't know exactly, I think it was around 700 with accommodation. And if you followed my Bali vlogs, we lived in crazy, amazing villas. So that's a huge plus. And yeah, but at the same time, because we're kind of influencers, whatever, we got some accommodations. I think we slept for free for a week. We had 3 accommodations, villas, where we had a cooperation. So that was for 10 nights, so more than a week. 10 nights for free. And we got a lot of food for free. Also, in case that you saw my stories and posts on Instagram, you saw that we went to a lot of amazing places. But then at the same time, for example, in Ubud, where we were for a week, there's an all-you-can-eat buffet called Savo Bali, where you can go at any time per day, really, and it only costs 50,000 Indonesian rupees. So that's around 4 euro. So 4 euro for an all-you-can-eat, all vegan is really not too bad. And also, if you want to live really cheap, there are homestays. So we haven't been in a homestay, but they're really cheap. We met someone who's staying there for 200 euros a month. So it can be really cheap. But then don't expect to have super crazy luxury rooms or anything. It's more that locals rent out their place to you. So yeah, if you're looking for something really affordable, go for homestays. Other than that, you can rent a big place with a couple of friends. That's what we did the last 2 weeks. We were 4 and we rented a villa, so that was 15 euro per night for everyone, which is not the cheapest, but it's also not the most expensive thing you could do. But yeah, that's it. That's the accommodation. You've got everything there. Amazing villas for really high prices, but then again, compared to Europe or America or wherever, it's still kind of cheap. I could get, for the same rent, I could get a big villa with private pool and 2 or 3 bedrooms. Or I can get this one. It's not even 1 bedroom, it's studio apartment. So I've got my bedroom here, my kitchen here, my living room right here, and I just have a separate bath. So yeah, for the same price here, I could get a villa there. But yeah. And then also with the food, you can live super cheap if you go to the warungs, which are local eateries, and they're actually really affordable. So you pay, it depends on how much you eat really, but you pay between, I haven't been to warungs really often because I got belly aches of it, probably because they use more oil than I'm used to, and they don't cool their food, so it's just there on display and it's like 30 degrees plus. But I think you can get used to it, and some people don't have problems with it. Like Fernand didn't get a sore belly, or Axel didn't, but Violetta also can't really eat it. It's delicious though. I don't know, I had it twice, and twice I had a bellyache after, which is not that great. So yeah, we went to a lot of Western style restaurants, and I got like a little bit of hate for it, because then we don't experience like the whole Bali local experience. But as I said before, I just had an aching belly after, and I don't want to feel sick every time I eat. So that's pretty much why. And they usually use a lot of oil. So yeah, and I don't know, we just felt like going to all of these amazing, fancier Western restaurants, because the food was just so delicious. I can't put it into words. It's just crazy good. And every time it came out, I was just like, I can't do it. And it was so delicious. And they're also most of the time healthy. Of course they use sugar, they use oil, but it was still like okay. And after all, we're on holidays, so I didn't care too much. So yeah, that's the food. You can find everything, and people, our friend has been there before 4 years ago, and she said there was like pretty much no vegan restaurant there. So in the last couple of years, Bali really made a step forward, because like all of the foodies went to Bali and they had a huge influence. And we met the owner of Cafe Organic, and she was like the first one to open up a vegan restaurant, and after that all of the other ones popped up. But she also said that they pop up and then they close down and another one close. So it's a very fast-paced environment. So I'm really happy, or eager, to see how it's gonna develop, because it's not gonna be the last time I'm gonna be in Bali. And people also ask me if I could imagine myself living there, and my answer is yes, but not forever. Because like it's nice, it's amazing, the food is good, the weather is perfect, I love being outside. Have you seen the kitchens? They're just outside. You open up your bedroom and you're outside. You have the pool, if you have one, the kitchen is outside, your living room is outside. You just spend so much time outside because the weather is nice, it's just warm. And that's something I already miss here. I've been in Berlin now for 3-4 days, and that's really something I miss. Today I just went out for a walk because I miss being outside so much. Yeah, I don't know, that's really something I need. And I felt so much happier there because of the sun hitting my skin every time, and just like really the thing being outside, seeing the thriving nature made me so much more happy. And yeah, I think I really need to live somewhere where it's warm and where I can be outside all the time. Because now when I look outside, it's so gray and it's raining and it's cold and I don't want to wear a jacket. And that's also a really great thing about Bali. I was like almost naked for almost all the time. Just wearing like panties and some kind of sports bra or a shirt or whatever. And it was warm, which I really loved. And here, well, in summer it's fine, but just in winter it's just not that cool here in Berlin, in Germany, in Europe. Well, there's some places in Europe that are fine. But yeah, that's something I love about Bali, and also the nature. Just seeing all those leaves really thriving, those flowers. Those leaves are so big. In Germany, we have leaves that are like this big and we're like, oh my god, it's so humongous. But then in Bali, there are leaves like the banana leaves. They're like this big. It's so crazy to see. And it's also because it's never freezing. The leaves never fall off. The plants can just grow 24/7, like all year round. They have water, they have sun all the time. And here, nature kind of dies down in winter and then just blossoms again and then dies down again. So they only have like a period of a couple of months to thrive. and then everything just goes back to the ground, to being dead. But, well, they're not dead, it's just they don't look really thriving. But that's also one thing that it just makes you so happy to see all the plants, all the greens, all the colors. Which leads to the next point, fruit. I was actually really curious to go to Bali for the mangoes. Turns out it wasn't mango season at all, but the great thing was that it was dragon fruit season. So you got dragon fruits en masse. We went to the fruit store, and they just had like a huge pile of dragon fruits. I've never seen that many dragon fruits before. Just in their store, you can just get them. It was like 15 cents per dragon fruit, something like that. Really not expensive. And because it was seasoned, they were really sweet. Oh my god, the dragon fruits were so sweet. Here in Germany, we only get the white dragon fruits, which are kind of sour, don't taste like much. But there you get the pink dragon fruits. I was so obsessed with them. I ate like 3 a day. So good, so sweet. And the funny thing, when you eat them, your pee actually turns pink. So that's something to think about too. It's so funny, but Axel actually told us before before I noticed it. So that's good that somebody told me, otherwise I would have probably freaked out or something, I don't know. But yeah, dragon fruit, amazing. They have bananas. Here in Germany we only have like the regular bananas, the yellow ones, which are kind of long. But in Bali they have a couple of different banana types. So they had like the small, thicker bananas, which were really sweet. They were also yellow. They were pretty good. I love them. And we also ate a lot of the green bananas, and people were like, oh, can you eat it? But they're actually green when they're ripe. They just need to be super soft with when you touch them, and then they ripe and they're really sweet. Oh my god, they tasted like candy. Like I can never go back to eating those bananas. They just taste like pretty much nothing if you're used to the other ones. They were so good, like really so good. We made a lot of smoothies with them. And yeah, like just all of the fruit is really nice. And if you go to the local fruit markets, you can also ask them if you can try some. They give you bananas so that you can see if they're ripe. So that's also a really good plus. And they're pretty much everywhere. We had like one local fruit shop in Canggu where we went to every day, because they were just super friendly, super fresh, super inexpensive. But they also have supermarkets there. They're not that big as here in the Western world, but they're kind of Westernish because there are just a lot of tourists or a lot of Western people who are living there. So if you're looking for something, you can actually find them. And they also have pharmacies there, which I have been in one, but they sell like toothpaste and probably also like painkillers and stuff like that. Everything that's like cares for your body. So if you are a little bit sick and you need something, go to pharmacies there, especially in Ubud on every corner, but also in Canggu. You can find them pretty easily. Yeah, oh my god, I don't even know what to talk about. It's just, I'm so amazed by it. I loved to be able to jump into the pool. They have, oh yeah, the one thing I missed was for sure my pole. And I missed aerial silk so much. So much. Sometimes I was dancing at night and I was like, oh, I need my pole right now, because I just felt my body is craving the exercise. And I'm actually going back in 3 days to my silk. So I'm really looking forward to that. And if I'm gonna stay longer, maybe I'm gonna need to check out some places where I can train. Like pole. They have pole studios, I know that. But I don't know about silk. So in case you've been to Bali and you train silk, please let me know. I know this is really like not common, but maybe there's someone. What else? Oh yeah, maybe let's talk about the downsides first or now. Because there are some, and that's also why I wouldn't want to live in Bali forever, but more for like a short period of time, maybe 1 year or 2 years. I don't know. We'll see. I'm not gonna plan anything. I'm just gonna see how life turns out and what opportunities can arise. But the downsides, like for one, it's pretty noisy because yeah, they all drive scooters, they drive bikes. Some are super crazy noisy, like really noisy, like annoyingly noisy. And if you have a room or a villa right next to the street, it can be really annoying. The first villa we had was like right on a really busy street, so it was a bit, I mean, it doesn't matter too much, but if you live there for a longer period of time, it can be a bit tough. Also, there are a lot of construction workers or construction work, which is also really noisy. I don't know why it's not that noisy here. Maybe because we don't live outside and we don't hear it that much. But there we were living in a villa, and there was just construction work from morning till the night, which also sucked a little bit. But I don't know how you can... Yeah, I think you just need to check out places and really go and see for yourself, because when you book them online, obviously you have no clue. But if you just go for yourself and see if the place is noisy or not, then you're good to go. Another minus thing is that the roads are too small, too narrow for cars, and also sometimes they're really shitty. In Canggu there's that shortcut and everybody takes it because it's just, yeah, it's just a shortcut to get from one place to another. But because it's so busy, they don't repair it, or it's just turning out to, yeah, let's just say the road is really shitty, it's broken. There's like cobblestones, which is not in place anymore, it's just like all over, so there's a deep pit. And everybody is driving there, especially cars, which is really annoying because the shortcut is like really narrow, and there's like, if there is a car coming from the other side and then another one from the other side, there's like no space to get them through, so they're just like moving second by second, inch by inch, and millimeter by millimeter, and it takes forever. So if that happens, there's like no coming through. Like really, it's really annoying. And when we were there, it was off season, so it wasn't really that busy. I felt like it was really busy. But yeah, in a couple of months, there's like no coming through, and you can forget about the shortcut because there's just like traffic all the time, and yeah, you just won't manage to get through basically. And yeah, that's just, the traffic everywhere is kind of bad. There's some off tracks which are fine, but the main road is just always busy, and you have to plan ahead that you do your stuff either in the morning or at night, because in the midday it's just too busy and you can't really get through. That's one point I really don't like. The second one is that you don't really have a shop, like a big grocery shop like here, where you can get everything. I mean, that's one thing you could get used to, because you can go to the market, you can go to the fruit market, you can go to like the pharmacy, you can go to another supermarket thing. So that's something which is okay. But also I enjoy to go to a shop here in Germany and just put everything in my cart and then just be done with it, and don't have to worry on where I can find what and stuff like that. And then also, which is not too big for me, but Amazon doesn't deliver there, so in case you need something, you need to go and travel to the next big city or see where you can find the things you look for. Because also, if you just want to buy a camera or want to buy a phone, you don't really know if like the shop is really a good one or only has replicas or is an original seller. So I don't know. I haven't been looking for anything there while I was there, so I don't know how hard it is to get like an iPhone or whatever. But then also the good thing is that you don't really have to fly that far to get to a big city, or just like yeah, just like another country where you can find something. But yeah, it's also something I'm just thinking about. If I would live there, I would need a photo studio or something, so I need to get all of my flashes from somewhere. But I think there's a solution for everything, right? And oh yeah, another thing I don't like is that I don't know how good the hospitals are, so if something were to happen to me, I don't know if they would take great care of me, because I don't think that they're as good as they are in Germany. But then again, if you have travel insurance, they're gonna take care of you, like the insurance is gonna take care of you. Probably if it's something that's not that serious, you can let it treat in Bali, but as soon as you need to get flown out somewhere, they're gonna take care of it and you can come back to Germany and stuff like that. But yeah, that's something I also really don't know, but they're doctors, so they can help you. Is there something else? I don't know, it's kind of far away from Europe, which is a plus but also a minus, because I have all of my friends. I mean, friends can come with and I can find new friends and stuff, but still I would miss them. And I also have my family here and my dog Kiwi, but you can take them with you. There's just like a policy that they need to go to the vet every so often for like 6 months to see that they're not infected or not bringing any diseases into the country. But if I were to live for more than 6 months in Bali, I would take Kiwi with me, because it would probably be paradise for her. But also I don't know if she's gonna get sick, because there's stuff flying on the floor, stuff like that. I don't know, but she would be outside all the time, which would be really amazing. And she would get probably really happy, like me. And she could eat dragon fruit. I wonder if she would eat dragon fruit. I need to try it out. But yeah, that's everything I can think of, I guess, from Bali. Oh yeah, we went to Nusa Penida, Nusa Lembongan, Nusa Ceningan, and I can really recommend Nusa Penida. Nusa Penida is so beautiful. It's the bigger ones of those three, and the beaches are amazing. They're so blue. We went to the east coast, which is not that popular. They have Diamond Beach, they have Broken Beach. We haven't been there, but you've seen some pictures on Instagram from other travel bloggers as well. It's just amazing. And then on the west coast they have I don't know what it's called, the beach, the super famous beach with like the dragon head. I think it was like a dragon head something, which is more popular. So one travel agency lady told us that the east coast is better to go. I don't know, next time I'm gonna go to the west coast because I just want to see it. But Nusa Penida is really nice. They also have a couple of restaurants. We haven't been to one because we had to sprint back to get our boat, because the last boat is leaving at 5 p.m. and it was 4 p.m. and it took us, we had like 10 minutes until the boat left. So that was it. But they have increased in their like vegan food thing and also places to stay. But we stayed in Nusa Lembongan. And would I go back to Nusa Lembongan? I don't think so. They have a couple of vegan options. It's not that great. It was nice to be there because the island is actually really small, but there wasn't that much to see. They have Blue Lagoon, which was really nice, but more than that, no. Also the internet wasn't that good, so you couldn't really work, and I don't know. It was nice. The experience was really nice. I don't regret it at all. And also it was kind of nice to have the experience to take the boat for a day to Nusa Penida and then just go around, and then at night take the boat back. It's like kind of a romantic-ish feeling to sail the waters. But yeah, that's actually really nice. Anything else? I don't know. Okay, that's enough of the Bali review. I really liked it. I enjoyed it. I loved the food. I loved the people. I loved the accommodations. I loved the sports. There are actually on Bali a lot of workout places, a lot of really cheap gyms for like 50 cents, which aren't that great, but it was actually really nice to train there. There are a lot of westernized gyms like CrossFit Wanderlust. I really enjoyed Nirvana Strength, which was the gymnastic workout. And if I'm staying, I can tell you, we're actually planning on going back for Christmas for probably 2 months, a month and a half, something like that, because we want to escape the winter. Let's be honest, the winter is awful here. So yeah, that's something I'm looking forward to, and I'm gonna train at Nirvana Strength more. They have handstand classes, they have ring classes, they have conditioning classes, stretching classes, and I'm not biased at all. No, I just really enjoyed it, and my hand is healing up now. Remember, it was really open and painful, but yeah, I'm really gonna enjoy it there. And I'm gonna look for pole dance classes. And they also have just regular gyms. What was the name of it? Avenue Fitness. So they have air conditioning and just, yeah, it's pretty much like a basic gym. So if you're into gym, you can find it there. There are a lot of healthy people and surfers. I haven't tried surfing there, but there are a lot of surfers as well. All right, I will do a Bali Q&A. I'm gonna ask you on Instagram, but also if you have questions, let me know down below. Just type them in and I'm gonna answer them. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a part of the Scorpion Mind community and for following my Bali vlogs in case you did. I really enjoyed making them. And I will see you again next time here on my channel. Goodbye, Scorpion Minds. I love you.